And then the final Patek Philippe. This is the fifth piece. The Patek Philippe the 6006 from Patek Philippe. And again, let me show you some magic with the mark there. Let me show you some magic. What have I done? Well, I'm a bit eccentric. I have another tang buckle to go with this 6006. The 6006 came standard with a deployant, but I like to go outside. I like to do some oddball things, and I like to fit a tang buckle to it. There you go. There you go. How's that for eccentricities? Okay, we look at the manuals. This here is this is less than 12 months old. That's correct, guys. This piece here is less than 12 months old. This has got the newer box, the box with the suede interior. This is the newer way of doing the leather folders. I don't know if the other ones were leather. This one is definitely leather. What do we have here? Well, we have the same booklets, the movement booklet and the collector's library. It's now a booklet instead of some loose leaflets there. So that's very much Patek Philippe. I have done the same things, although at this stage I haven't got a photograph of this watch yet. I will get that done. We've got the information from Patek Philippe. There was a little service done on it. We got the museum, the usual brochures there, and I've also got that's the receipt from Patek for the additional leather strap, and of course I have done a photocopy of the certificate of origin, the photocopy with the original in the bank safe. This piece here was bought on the what's the date say there? Is that what's that? Is that a 6 or an 8? I think that's an 8. 18th of April 2019. It's going to celebrate its birthday. We're going to have a birthday. It's going to be 1 year old. Wowzers, guys. 1 year old. Okay, let's have a look at this fabulous piece. This is the Patek Philippe. This is the 6006. And I want to tell you the main reason I did this, two reasons. Michael Presser from Precision Time in Melbourne, he's the authorized Patek service center in Australia. He said to me the 6006 is, I was just talking to him about Calatravas. He said that's his dream Calatrava. And the other reason is my good friend Lance. Good friend Lance. I love you, Lance. Lance said to me, he said, you know, Archie, all of your Pateks, they're kind of not the top end. They're kind of compromised. And I thought, you know what, Lance, you are 100% right. I'm going to get a ball-breaking, less than 12-month-old Patek Calatrava. That's what I'll do. I'll get a ball breaker just to show you that, yes, Patek Philippe, Calatrava in precious metal can be as cool and funky as the weekly calendar, the 5212, or the Pilot's Calatrava 5524. It's as cool. So that's exactly why I proceeded to do this deal. I gotta be totally honest with you. This piece here is absolutely, positively beautiful. Did you know the 6006 is the least expensive Patek Philippe to require a setting stylus? You can see the stylus I've got in there. Why does it need a setting stylus? Well, it's because there's the little setter hole. It's to set the date. This watch uses the Patek Philippe 240 micro rotor movement. It uses the micro rotor, so you need a stylus to do that. This is the least expensive Patek Philippe to require a stylus. This piece here, very avant-garde, and it's just for a new genre of Patek lover. That is what this watch is for. This is for serious Patek enthusiast. Everything about this watch is absolutely stunning. Absolutely. The depth of the dial. I mean, it's just the amount of effort that Patek Philippe went to make this piece. It is just ball breaking. And I'm very proud to say I've put this Patek as rodent block. Rodents, I have now drawn the challenge. I want you to get a modern Patek Philippe. Okay, rodents? Here is my example, the 6006. This is mine, rodents. Come on, rodents. Nibble, 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 nibble. I got to be totally honest with you. Does it get better than this? Not really, no. I don't think it does. It's modern and refined. This is the Calatrava, the thinking man's Calatrava. Absolutely stunning. It is absolutely breathtaking, ball-breaking, stunning, absolutely. And I'm very proud to have it. So thank you, Lance. Lance gave me the push, as well as Michael Presser. He said to me this is one of his dream pieces, and I thought, well, if that's the case, I better get it then. I better get it. I better get out there and get it to stop the rodents taking the lead. I mean, they've bought views. They've bought more views. They want to cheat and nibble. Well, who's got the most Pateks? That's the real contest. Okay, let's take a look. And of course, this Patek here has the stylus tucked in at the side of the pouch. Okay, here we go. This is the Patek 6006. Let's look at the specs on this particular piece. Okay, so the diameter is 39 mils. 39 mils. This is the largest Calatrava Patek has made. The strap itself is 21 mils, and it tapers down to a 16 mil buckle. This piece here uses Patek Philippe's legendary 240 movement. That's with the micro rotor. The micro rotor. So this is the 240. This is the same movement that I've got in, well, I say same base movement as I've got in my Patek Philippe World Time, the 5110, the rooted rotor. That's right, the rooted rotor, which was rectified under warranty. There we go. It's very interesting. The thing about this piece you don't notice until you actually handle it is the lugs. They're very different to the other two Calatravas, the 5196, the 5127, the 5296. Very, very different, very avant-garde. The thing with this model here, the big difference between the 6000 and the 6006 is the size. It's 39 mil instead of 37. The 6000 had the little arc. This has got the pointer date, the red pointer for the date. The other thing is that it's got hollowed hands, the syringe hands there. So there's a few little subtle differences between the 6000 and the 6006. I think they're both beautiful. I don't want to go into one's better than the other. They're just amazing pieces. These are gorgeous. I mean, this piece here is the price, 44,000 Australian dollars. 44,000 Australian dollars. It's the price of buying a very nice 1 or 2 year old BMW or Mercedes Benz. I could have got a good Benz for the price of one of these here, but no, I sacrifice for the channel. I want to beat the rodents. I want to have the best pieces possible. Best pieces possible, peoples. So there we go. That's my 6006. I want to thank Lance. I want to thank Lance and also Tanzeel, the man, the zeal got me into Pateks, and I just went crazy. I had to have more. It's addictive. It's highly passionate plea to get this collection, the super collection of Pateks happening. So there you go. I wanted to show you, this is the Pontiff, and I raised the gauntlet to the rodents. Come on, you rodents, come out and beat me wherever you are. Okay, that concludes the Patek Philippe section of the review. But I still got some more watches. Well, I've got a Reverso Grande date. So let's just have a look. I've currently fitted a Theo and Harris Type 1 strap to my Reverso Grande date. And I've just, this is the original strap here. I've kept that nicely. This is original JLC strap with the deployant buckle. Again, I have the paperwork. You can see the paperwork is nowhere near as nice as Patek's with the leather folder, but I have done the same thing. I've got the books, and of course I have put in I've done a photocopy of the original certificate. So that's the certificate there. That's the papers for the JLC. So I have done the same thing as I have done with the Pateks. I like to keep a photocopy of the papers with the piece. And that way there, if anything should happen, at least they will have the photocopied example, and the originals are in the bank safe to make it easy to match up. So let's take a look at the JJ Lecoultre, the Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso Grande date. Absolute stunning piece that this watch is here. So this is the oldest, this is the watch I have had for the longest time in my collection. I got this to celebrate, actually it was purchased by my ex-wife, who I'm trying to get back again, by the way. I am trying to get back with her because, hey man, you know, I've taken a bath on my 401k, the super, and you know, I mean, look, nobody's perfect. I'm a bit hard to live with, and most other middle-aged women have absolutely no fucking money. No fucking money. So let's take a look here. So this is the Reverso Grande date. I saw this Fred from Vintage Watch Co. He works at Vintage Watch Co. He had this on his wrist, and I just said, Fred, when you want to sell it, I'll pay you $1,000 more than you paid. Let me know. He rang me the next day, and the deal was done. I pulled the trigger. I actually took money out on a credit card. I did what had to be done to get this watch, and I've got to tell you, I absolutely love it. Jaeger LeCoultre, a fantastic brand. The dial layout of this here, I think, is just superb. Absolutely superb. It's manual wind, 8-day power reserve. It is absolutely stunning. I've just had this watch fully overhauled by Vintage Watch Co.'s service arm, WatchTech. WatchTech have completely given it the once over. They've lightly, just ever so lightly, had a little scratch here and there. They've just touched it up beautifully. And I've got to tell you, I'm very, very in love with this watch. I love this watch. Whist watches. I love this more than the wench who gave it to me. Yes. Well, let's just keep that to ourselves. But it is beautiful. I just love it. It's just gorgeous. This is JJ Lecoultre, Jaeger LeCoultre. Absolutely stunning. What can I say? Indeed, this watch is just superb. The case design, I mean, the Reverso. They say the ultra thins are more in demand now. This is kind of a fat case because it's got the double barrel, the 8-day power reserve. It needs the double barrel to hold that. I like the fatter ones. I never been scared of the chubby chow genre. I like the fatter ones. And I gotta be honest with you, it's just a timeless classic. It's just superb. Absolutely superb. Superb, stunning critter. That's what it is. It is an absolutely superb, stunning critter. Let's flip it. Let's flip it and have a look at the other side. And there we go. We've just flipped it around. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Wowzers, 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 wowzers. How could you not love this piece here? Tell me that. How could you not adore the work that's been completed on this superb piece? And we can see in the bottom corner there, it's got the movement number, so the movement reference. Just look at the way it's all been finished, and it's a superb piece. This is just high-end watchmaking at the upper end of town, and I'm very proud to have it. I love it. Look, it doesn't have the Patek finish. Yes, I agree. I mean, if we have a look there, the box isn't as prestigious. The paperwork is not as nice. There's a few little corners that aren't as well done as a Patek Philippe is, but it's a different price point. This is essentially the Aristocrats Beta. The Aristocrats Beta. And I love it. I love this piece. I think it's a absolute delight to have and behold. I don't think you could go any wrong with this piece in the least. You could not go wrong in this piece in the least. It's absolutely stunning. So there we go, guys. That concludes the ArchieLuxury state of the... No, it doesn't. We've still got a few more. Let's get them out. 1 minute. Of course we haven't finished. We have to have some whist watches for the wenches. That's correct. We need some ladies' pieces. I mean, I don't like stingy men who don't share this passion with their lady friends. And that's exactly what we have here. We have some whist watches, which I keep on hand for ladies who are visiting. So what do we have here? Well, we have the, there we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do we got? What do we got, Archie? We've got a Omega Constellation. This is quartz in steel. Just a very beautiful, elegant, small size constellation. Moving along, we've got a slightly bigger. This is a white dialed, just a beautiful, beautiful Connie. Quartz again, just to establish the trust. This is first base, second base. Then we've got third base, third base, third base, third base. That's third base. Look at that. Rolex, Rolex Datejust. This is actually the only Rolex I presently own at the moment. Third base. And then we've got Home Run, which is an 18K Cartier Banois. So yeah, that is the way I run, guys. That's the ladies. And you know, if they come over for a second or third date, we can move them up a grade and just see if they enjoy the fact, and we'll see how it goes. But I got to be totally honest with you. I think too many men in this hobby are very stingy, very stingy. I mean, if you've got a wife, you really have to. If you have a wifey, you've really got to get, I honestly think Datejust, that is the perfect watch for a woman to have, because it's just elegant, it's waterproof, it's just, come on, these bitches, they talk to each other. You don't want to be stingy. So I think that is a wonderful piece to have. And of course, you need a knockout. And I noticed with the rodent, he's bought his lady friend a Tank Solo. What a cheap bastard. That's all I can say. The Tank Solo. What a bloody cheap bastard. The only Cartiers that are decent This is a 18 carat, 18 carat. That's what you want to do. 18 carat. The tank solo. Ooh, that's just nasty. Just very, very, very nasty indeed. So there you go, guys. That's the conclusion to the Archie Luxury. There we go. The Archie Luxury collection. State of the collection. Sorry about the COVID-19 handling procedures. We had to just do that for safety. The wristwatches need to stay apart. This is very troubling times. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell the rodents that I've done the state of the collection. Tell me what you think, guys, and don't be afraid to put some nasty comments below. I'm Paul Pluta. This has been a state of the collection for 2020. Tell me what you guys think of that. Nice one, Arch. Great collection.
Okay, guys, here we are. We're coming into Brisbane Vintage Watches, my good friends. Just going into Brisbane Arcade. And we're going to go and see Ronnie. Let's have a look. So this is Brisbane Arcade. A lot of shops closed. Ooh, just closed completely. Even for takeaway, they've realised it's tough business. So have a look at this arcade here. Very, very quiet. Very, very hard. What can you say? It's tough. It's tough. Brisbane Vintage Watch Co. is in business. Look at that. There we go. Very, very tough indeed retailing.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mark Goldberg for ArchieLuxury AC3, the Pontiff, Satan Deville. I want to sincerely thank you for having sat through this video because I know it was awful, but you know what? You do it for the greater good of humanity. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of quick pieces of homework. Now that you've watched this video, I would like you to hit thumbs up. If you must, hit thumbs down, but if you'd hit thumbs up, I would especially appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a really nasty comment and tell him how awful this content was, but most importantly of all, the entire reason that I am linking up with ArchieLuxury in the first place. I am a published author, Let Dogs Be Dogs, available in bookstores, Amazon, and electronically somewhere near you. Remember, ArchieLuxury, he's not just a figment of your imagination.